People once believed that when someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. But sometimes, just sometimes, the crow could bring that soul back to put the wrong things right.
You're all going to die.
Is that gasoline I smell?
Victims, aren't we all?
The Crow was being filmed at Coralco Studios, now Screen Gems, in Wilmington, North Carolina. The set was plagued by numerous accidents before and during filming. On the first day of shooting, February 1, 1993, a carpenter was severely shocked and received serious burns when the scissor lift he was driving came into contact with high-voltage power lines. On March 30th of that year, heavy storms destroyed some of the movie's elaborate sets, causing even further delays. Later, a prop master discovered a live round in one of the prop guns, and an enraged carpenter drove his car into the studio's plaster shop. As if that weren't enough, another worker was injured when a screwdriver was accidentally driven through his own hand, and a stuntman fell through the roof of one of the sets, breaking several ribs. As filming of The Crow finally neared completion, 8 days from wrap to be exact, yet another accident would rock the slipshod production. Several prop masters, in an attempt to save time and money, made a grave decision regarding some bullet cartridges that were to be used for a scene involving a close-up shot of a handgun fired at Branden. During the scene, the gun was loaded with dummy cartridges, which are used for close-up shots because they contain the actual projectile on the end of the cartridge but contain no gunpowder. It looks more realistic if the camera can see the bullet tips from the pistol cylinders. It seems that the prop department didn't have any of these dummy cartridges on hand, so rather than shut down the production for the night, some bozo decided that would rig some of the live rounds. They removed the gunpowder from the cartridges and replaced the bullet tips, thereby giving them the dummy rounds that were needed for the close-up shots. At some point, one of the tips would unknowingly come detached from the cartridge and lodge itself within the barrel or cylinder of the handgun. The subsequent investigation never conclusively determined how or why the bullet tip came dislodged. This seemingly innocuous oversight would not only set up the tragic event that ended up shutting down production after all, but it would also provide a morbidly Hollywood-registered trademark with its next fascinating tale of death and morbidity. As shooting of the close-up scenes finally wrapped, it was now time to move on to the scene in question. It would call for a wide shot at Branden's character being shot with a handgun that was loaded with blank cartridges. These blanks were loaded into the handgun, not knowing that somewhere in the barrel or cylinder there was a hilt or piece of the discharged bullet. Blank cartridges are different from dummy cartridges in that the blanks are loaded with highly explosive powder to give the handgun a smoke and muzzle flash associated with having fired a live round. Filming was taking place in Eric, Branden's character, and Sean's apartment. The scene called for Branden to enter a room where actor Michael Massey was to shoot using the loaded with blanks. Branden, wearing black leather jacket and boots, and a t-shirt bearing the pathetic phrase, "Hangman's Joke," entered the room carrying a sack of groceries. As the .44 caliber revolver fired from about 12 to 15 feet away, Branden set off the squib, which is supposed to simulate bullets hitting the grocery bag. Branden then collapsed to the floor, bleeding profusely from his right side. Many later commented that they noticed he did not hit the floor the same manner as he had in rehearsals. Branden groaned and signaled with his arm that he was hit, but everyone was too busy with their individual roles to notice. The director yells, "Cut," but Branden doesn't get up. Upon noticing the actor was no longer acting, Branden was rushed by ambulance to the nearby New Hanover Regional Medical Center in Wilmington, located at 2131 South 17th Street. Upon his arrival, he still had vital signs, and it was decided to perform emergency surgery to stop the bleeding. The bullet created a quarter-sized hole in his lower right abdomen before perforating his stomach and several more vital organs. The bullet finally came to a rest next to his spine. The doctors couldn't stop the severe internal hemorrhaging. He died in the hospital at 1:03 in the afternoon on March 31, 1993, 12 hours after the shooting. The investigation determined that the tip of the dummy shell had been dislodged and remained in the barrel unnoticed. The cartridge fired with enough force to propel the broken bullet tip of the barrel and into Branden. The official cause of death is listed as gunshot wound to the abdomen. His body was flown back to Washington State, where he was buried on April 30th in his father and Lakeview Cemetery. The next day, a memorial service was held at his actress friend, Holly Bergen's house in the Hollywood Hills, where many celebrities attended, including David Carradine, Kiefer Sutherland, David Hasselhoff, Lou Diamond Phillips, and Steven Seagal. Ironically, due to the inordinate number of scenes involving gunfire, a special firearms consultant was hired to ensure the proper safety standards were followed. The Crow was eventually finished and was released on May 11, 1994. Surprisingly, or not, the film did quite well at the box office with a final total of over $50 million. During the police investigation, detectives examined a plastic bag that contained the unloaded handgun and a spent shell casing. They later found that one of the dummy shells in the gun's case was missing its tip. Branden was 28 years old.
It's about